This is a lecture on information system security. Today we are going to discuss secure socket layer in the unit 5. The secure socket layer is an internet security protocol which basically protects the data transferred between the web browser and the web server. So logically it provides a secure pipe between the web browser and web server to transmit the data securely on the internet. It was developed by Netscape in 1995 for the purpose of ensuring privacy, authentication, and data integrity in internet communication. So basically, it is providing the three services, that is privacy or confidentiality, authentication, and third is data integrity. So how does SSL works? So in order to provide high degree of privacy, SSL encrypt the data that is transmitted across the web. And the second one is that SSL initiate an authentication process called a handshake between the two communicating devices to ensure that both devices are really who they claim to be. Means using the SSL protocol, the web browser and the web server can verify each other. SSL also digitally sign data in order to provide data integrity, verifying that the data is not tampered with before reaching its intended recipient. Secure socket layer protocols. So basically all the functionality of the secure socket layer protocols are completed by the use of four sub protocols. So these four sub protocols constitute the overall working of SSL. The first sub protocol is SSL record protocol, the second is the handshake protocol, the third is the change cipher spec protocol, the fourth one is the alert protocol. Position of SSL in the TCP IP protocol suite. So position of SSL in the TCP IP protocol suite is between the application layer and the transport layer, as we can see in the diagram. These are in the another diagram, these are the position of the SSL sublayers. Now first one is the SSL record protocol. So this protocol, record protocol provide two services to the SSL connection. The first service is confidentiality and the second service is the message integrity. So we will see how these two services are provided using the diagram. So first, the data which is coming from the application layer is divided into the fragments, into the different fragments. Now on each fragment compression is applied and this compression is optional, and for each of the compressed fragment the MAC is calculated and then this MAC is appended with the compressed fragment. Now this compressed fragment plus the MAC each encrypted using a secret key, means we perform the symmetric encryption. Now the SSL header is appended. The second protocol is the handshake protocol. So the handshake protocol is used to establish session. This protocol allows the client and the server to authenticate each other by sending a series of messages to each other. So basically to accomplish this authentication process between the client and the server, the handshake protocol uses four phases to complete its cycle. In the first phase, both client and the server send hello packet to each other. In this IP session, the cipher suite and protocol version are exchanged for security purpose. So after sending the hello packets to each other, in the second phase, the server will send his certificate and server key exchange. And the server end this phase by sending the server hello end packet. So the hello is ended from the server side. Now in the phrase 3, the client reply to the server by sending his certificate and client key exchange. So in phase 4, change cipher suit occurred, and after this handshake protocol ends. So what is this change cipher suit? We will see in the next. Change ciphers protocol. So this protocol uses SSL record protocol. So what this protocol does is that unless the handshake protocol is completed, the SSL record output will be in pending state. So after protocol, after the handshake is completed between the client and server, the pending state is converted into the current state. The change cipher protocol consists of single message which is 1 byte in the length and can have only one value. This protocol purpose is to cause the pending state to be copied into the current state. Now alert protocol. So this protocol is used to convey SSL related alerts to the peer entity. Each message in this protocol contains 2 bytes, which 2 bytes are divided into two types. First is the alert and the second is the level. So both are of 1 byte. Now the level of alert is of two types. One is the warning alert and the second is the fatal alert. So which type of the alert is detected by the level? So in warning, this alert have no impact on the connection between sender and the receiver. In fatal error, this alert break the connection between the sender and the receiver. So in the warning alert, just a warning message is sent between the sender and the receiver, and there is no impact on the connection between the sender and the receiver. So in the fatal error, the alert will break the connection between the sender and the receiver. This is all about the SSL protocol. Thank you.